Alphonse John Gangitano was an Australian criminal from Melbourne, Victoria, supposedly self-nicknamed the Black Prince of Lygon Street. Gangitano is considered to be the second of those killed in the Melbourne gangland killings between 1998 and 2010, when he was murdered in 1998. Gangitano was born on the 22nd of April 1957. He attended De La Salle College and Marcelin College. Through the later years, it was alleged that he was a co-owner of a King Street nightclub and numerous fight promotions and other ventures that went on to include horse racing and protection rackets. At the height of Gangitano's criminal career, he was earning an estimated $125,000 to $200,000 a month as a high-profile member of the Carlton crew. Unlike other criminals, Gangitano wanted to be a criminal from a young age. Alphonse Gangitano and Jason Moran and associates were charged over serious assaults on several patrons at the Sports Bar nightclub in King Street, Melbourne on the 19th of December 1995. Moran later said of Gangitano, "He's a fucking Lulu. If you smash 5 pool cues and an iron bar over someone's head, you're a fucking Lulu." That day, Gangitano and Graham Kinniburgh drank at the Laurel Hotel in Ascot Vale before driving to Gangitano's home in Templestowe. At a subsequent coroner's inquest, evidence was presented that Kinniburgh and Jason Moran were in Gangitano's home that night. Kinniburgh left Gangitano's house shortly after 11 p.m. to purchase cigarettes at a 7-Eleven. Upon his return 30 minutes later, he found that Gangitano had been shot several times in the head while in the laundry. Gangitano's de facto wife was with the body. Traces of Kinniburgh's blood were later discovered on the back side screen door at Gangitano's home. Kinniburgh reportedly respected the code of silence, frustrating police investigating the murder. Gangitano was survived by his wife and 2 daughters. Moran allegedly pulled out a gun after an argument with Gangitano and shot him in the arm and head as he fled towards the laundry. The murder may have led to as many as 75 revenge assaults on underworld members in 1995. Gangitano was charged with shooting dead petty criminal Gregory John Workman in St Kilda East. However, Gangitano never went to trial over the shooting after 2 witnesses retracted their statements. Kinniburgh and Moran themselves were both later murdered. Gangitano was buried at Faulkner Crematorium and Memorial Park in Melbourne. Mario Condello was an Italian-Australian organised crime figure. Condello, once a lawyer, was a member of the Carlton crew and is believed to have been a money launderer for Melbourne's Calabrian Mafia. He was a key figure in the Melbourne gangland killings between 1998 and 2010. Condello was born in Carlton, Victoria, to Calabrian parents and was at one time a lawyer in Melbourne, Australia. He had a criminal record consisting of arson, fraud and drug trafficking, and was also suspected by police to have been involved in multiple murders. In June 2004, an attempt on Condello's life was foiled when 2 gunmen were caught by police outside Brighton Cemetery near his house. In 2005, he was charged with plotting to murder crime boss Carl Williams. Williams later was convicted of conspiracy to murder Condello. Condello was shot dead in his driveway on 6th of February 2006, a day before he was due to stand trial for conspiracy to murder Williams. On the 7th of February 2006, his counsel told the trial judge, "Unfortunately, I announced my client won't be answering bail. He was murdered last night. He died confident of his acquittal." Police feared that his murder would be the resumption of the gangland wars. Victoria Police believed a hitman named Rodney Collins killed Condello as a paid hit. Collins was serving a life sentence with a minimum of 32 years for a 1987 double murder for which he was convicted in May 2010 before his death in 2018. About 700 people attended Condello's funeral, with members of the Carlton crew attending and one serving as a pallbearer. Condello is buried at Melbourne General Cemetery. That's it for part 3 of the Melbourne gangland killings. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks once again for tuning in. Thanks everybody. We'll see you on the next one. Keep an eye out for part 4.